Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are the Proper Goons. I'm Daniel. This is Nathan. This is a podcast that we're showing you guys. Stay tuned because you're about to listen to some funny things, some crazy things. And Nathan, I feel like that intro, I think it needs a little bit more steam. Can you help us?
No.
Can you help us a little bit?
No, Jen's sleeping. So.
We are the Proper Goons.
No.
I did that whispering though. Like
I know, but it sounded worse because you were whispering it. It just can't be done.
Never tell me never. I could do it. We are the Proper Goons. Was that good?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. We'll just roll over these
You know
humps.
what? It's about as good as our TV background here.
I was hoping you weren't going to bring that up.
Yeah, I can't let it go.
It's pretty obvious though, isn't it?
One job. You had one job. Your job was to get our icon on the back of this TV.
Hide right here.
And so we just have a whole bunch of snow static now.
Hey, I think it gives us nice lighting, though. Let's be optimistic here. Look at this lighting we're getting from it.
It's true. I could always use more shine on my bald head.
Yeah. I think that's why he's wearing a hoodie right now. It's not because it's cold.
It's freaking freezing in here.
Dude, on the way here, you know those trucks that carry little cabs, like sleeping cabs in the truck bed that go over the cab of the truck? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I saw one of those on its own in the middle of the road.
Like on the freeway or in the road?
On the road, like residential.
Cool.
Like in the middle of the road sideways, there's a cop like 100 feet behind, and there's a bum. It looked like a bum. He was like bearded and like, I'm sorry, stereotypical bum, but he had bad clothes. He looked a little dirty. And he wasn't wearing the same shoes. Like one pair, it wasn't a pair. It was
maybe he just had holes in it. I wouldn't be so quick to just say that he was a bum.
Why?
Because maybe he just had a bad day.
You know what? I used to be called.
Maybe he got kicked out. Maybe all his shit got thrown out the window from his wife because,
That's a good point. You never know, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
He was supposed to unload the dishwasher and he didn't, and she just had it.
Have you ever been called a bum by your parents? I've been called a bum all the time whenever I'm like playing my N64 and Super Nintendo back in the day. They'd be like, "You little bum, you're going to go nowhere from here. Go outside and do something productive."
Until the age of 6, I thought my name was piece of shit.
Oh, that's pretty sad. But guess what?
I mean, imagine how happy I was when I found out that it wasn't my
this
name.
is not a counseling session.
Oh,
all right.
Okay, sorry.
I was just trying to steer right to gaming.
Yeah. All right.
if you followed.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody, have you been given a hard time by your parents when you're playing games? I know I have.
Yeah.
You got better things to do outside.
And now my wife.
And now, hey, now you could tell your wife about this EA Sports, bro. Like gaming and getting paid for it. It's not like chump change, bro. This is like NBA. Like last year's finals in some gaming contest had more viewers than 2016's NBA Final Game 7.
Wow.
And this is gaming. This is crazy. So, I think that the prize money jumped up from last year. It went up to $65 million of prize money they're giving away.
You gotta be
and they got
me.
They got huge sponsors now. This is becoming a thing. Like all these kids that were told by their parents, like, "You're gonna do nothing from here. You're not gonna go anywhere." They are making millions of dollars.
That's crazy.
It's no joke. Like legit, they got sponsors, Coca-Cola, Arby's, etc. It's crazy. These kids are making fat money just playing, contests of Halo and Super Smash Bros. And all that stuff.
But really, I mean, you got to think that, some of these people aren't kids. Some of them are our age.
Ooh,
and you got to think that
that's a good point.
they will never see a vagina again, or maybe at all.
You know, there's a lot of hot chicks. You see Comic-Con chicks?
Yeah.
Super fine chicks into that, bro.
They probably don't even shave their
I'm
vagina,
sure they're
though.
getting. I'm sure they're getting waves of vag, bro. They're getting hella.
Yeah.
More than they
that
could
nobody
handle.
fucking wants.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen some of these girls. They are beautiful.
Fish vag.
Hella hot. It's a thing, dude. These fangirls, bro. You know that this 18-year-old kid, you're talking about little kids that are never going to get some. 18-year-old kid made $300,000 last year. He's like it's like his name is something Fox. He's one of the most popular gamers out there as far as professional gaming. These gamers even have like, you know, when you have professional athletes, football players and stuff, have injuries and stuff, they legit have to retire from injuries with their hands, like from gaming too much. Like they have to they have to get physical therapy and everything. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
It's nuts. Are you playing anything at all? What are you playing?
Well, For Honor came out.
I am still gonna. I remember I played a little bit of that.
That game is pretty cool.
That thing is sick. It reminds me a little bit like Skyrim, but like way more available in multiplayer.
Yeah. I'd be surprised to hear that many kids play it because it's very. You have to like, you know, parry and dodge and stuff like that. But the new beta for Wildlands came out.
What's
Ghost
that?
Recon Wildlands.
Ghost Recon.
Yeah.
I remember I played that when it was on PlayStation 1, I think it was.
So now it's like they made a baby. Ghost Recon made a baby with Far Cry and GTA. Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
It was a little 3-way. And this game is pretty dope.
Really? What is it like? What are you doing?
So you're on a team of 4.
Rogue missions and stuff?
Yeah. So you can play with your buddies or with the computer.
Okay.
You're on a team of 4, and you have, like, the regulars, you know, like frag grenades and C4 and stuff. And then you have a drone.
Yeah.
You can launch up in the air, and you can fucking mark infidels' heads. And then your team will move around, and you can just be like,
oh, shit.
Organize a sync snipe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Metal Gear Solid. You're able to do that in there. Like, you, like, target a few enemies, and then ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
It's so sick,
yeah,
dude.
it's pretty cool, man.
So is it, like, at all, like, are you sneaking around at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Or you can just run in, you know, guns blazing on the back of a Humvee. But, I mean...
One-man Tom it, bro.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating. That's funny. I feel like I am 10 times a better shooter in real life because of shooting games growing up that I played.
That could be.
I learned how to
That could
change.
be.
I learned how to change, reload my weapon and aim down the iron sight, everything from gaming, bro. Like
Not
it
to look in the
started
barrel, all
from GoldenEye and 64. That's how I
that
learned
was
how
a
to
great
shoot.
game.
Yeah, it was. But that's how I learned to shoot, and I feel like I'm not even trained in shooting. What are we doing here?
Nothing.
Just checking on some stuff?
Yeah.
I'm not even trained in
I was
shooting.
changing the channel.
And think of half of these cops out there that are trained in shooting, and they're freaking idiots. And they either kill people on accident or, you know, kill people on purpose, but not in, you know, the appropriate fashion. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, it's funny that you bring that up.
Huh.
Did you hear about the Anaheim thing in L.A.?
I did. Wow.
Crazy.
People are protesting. Hundreds of people protesting about
It's hard
this.
to call it protesting when you're throwing rocks at people's windows, but
hundreds of people are rioting over this, which is crazy. It's not going to go in a nothing good's going to come from it. You're just ruining your city.
Yeah, that part I don't understand.
So what do you think about it? What do you think about what happened?
Okay. After you know, bashing on the protesters / rioters, I have to say that I'm kind of disappointed in that police officer.
Okay.
Because apparently he's had enough of these kids walking from school home, and they're going across his lawn. He's sick of it. So whatever happened, whatever words were exchanged between him and this teenager, he had enough of it, and apparently grabs the kid.
I saw that. Yeah.
And the kid hits him in the nuts.
Does the kid really hit him in the nuts?
Yeah, in the video, it's talking about it, but I don't know.
I remember seeing the video when the kid's like, "I'm gonna kick you in the nuts."
If I was 15 years old, and some grown man grabbed me by the shirt and wouldn't let me go, I'd hit him in the nuts.
Yeah, I think that's fair on his side. So, what happened after? Like, when did
the cop was not in uniform?
Okay.
He never showed his badge or anything.
Yeah, I remember.
And he finally got surrounded by a couple of kids.
Yeah.
And one of them like almost tackled him, like knocked him over.
Yeah.
Over this bush.
Yeah.
But he was still holding on to the other kid.
Yeah.
And they're all around him, and he frickin' pulls a gun out of his pants.
Yeah.
And then the gun goes off.
Okay, that's what I'm mad about in this whole thing. So people are mad at this guy for hanging on to the kid.
Right.
I feel like if it got to that point, the grown adult, I kind of trust a grown adult before I trust a little kid, because I was a little kid and I did shit and I lied about it too. So the reason why the cop was, the undercover cop or civilian cop was holding on to the kid was that the kid threatened him with shooting him. And that's what he was doing. He was waiting for the cops to come, and he was hanging on to the kid, and the kid was trying to get away. And then this crazy dude is surrounded by a bunch of teenagers that are freaking emotional and ready to defend their buddy's honor. And so they're jumping in on it. And then you see that kid half tackle the dude right right into that shrub, right? Mm-hmm. And the cops still hanging on that kid.
Cool.
And then you have a freaking another little kid leapfrog over the shrub. Mm-hmm. And then he's like picking up his pants or doing something with his hands, getting ready to go too. You know what I'm saying? So now this dude's getting surrounded by a bunch of freaking crazy teenagers, and he takes out his gun.
All hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I think the guy was threatened. I feel like he was scared because he had so many faces in front of him. He didn't know what to do at that point. His biggest mistake was when he took out that gun, his irresponsibility with it. He should know better.
Yeah.
Way better. Because what did he claim? What was his claim? That when the bullet went off? He said he did it on purpose, right?
He said it was a warning shot.
Yeah, no.
But no, that gun was pointed at the ground in the footage and definitely misfires.
I told you, because that was one of the key parts that I was trying to look at was when did he do that? And you see him holding on to the kid with his right hand the entire time.
He's got his gun
he has
in the left.
gun on his left hand, and he's trying to pick this kid over the shrub now because he's on one side of the shrub, the kid's on the other, and then he goes to grab his belt line with the gun, with the hand with a gun, and pulls it, and that's when the gun fires. He could have freaking killed a kid with that over something stupid like walking on the lawn or whatever the kid said.
Yeah.
Regardless. It shouldn't end with someone's life ending. So I understand why people are upset about that, but don't ruin your fucking cities over it. Nothing good's going to come from that. You guys are being criminals yourselves. Please, I know I'm going to get a lot of grief for that, but you could protest. You could go to the courthouse. You could go to his house and protest, but don't do it in any violent or damaging way. Like that's nothing good. Nobody's
going to see what you're doing as an uplifting thing.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. But at the end of the day, I do not think he deserves a ticket to hell for that. I really don't. And I think I have an idea what would. We're sliding a little bit out of this conversation, and we're going to talk about...
We talked about this the other day. I'm excited for this. Go ahead.
What does someone have to do to deserve a guaranteed ticket to hell? People, I have an idea. I got one. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chilling out, sitting on a bench, watching my beautiful daughter play.
Okay.
And the little bastard little boy knocks her over. I'm at a little park.
Okay.
I'm sitting on a bench.
Just trying to
get
a picture.
Trying to paint this picture. A park, a bench, my beautiful daughter trying to play.
You suck at painting, but go ahead.
I'm not a painter, but you did a fucking great job up here, everybody. Check
bam,
it out.
Bam, bam.
Proper Goons tagged by hand. From my boy Nathan. Anyways, that was great. I really appreciate it. That was sick. He did his job.
Yeah.
I did. The TV's on.
This looks good.
At least the TV's
looks
on.
Good.
All right.
Looks good.
So, little boy bumps into my daughter, knocks her down. Right? and then just continues on his way. I think a ticket to hell is chopping that little bastard to little pieces with a butcher knife, and then you go to Safeway. You got to hydrate yourself, buy a bottle of water, and pay 10 cents for that paper bag.
Man, you
really
take
that Safeway bag. I'm sorry, this never happened. Take that Safeway bag, take it home, put that little bastard's pieces in there, then you squat over that shit sumo style, and you take a shit. You take a big old shit in there, and then you carry that shit and baby covered bag inside that Safeway bag, and you walk up to the porch of the kid's parents, and you pour gasoline on that. You light it on fire, and then you doorbell ditch. Ba-bam! That's one ticket to hell, I gotta say.
Man,
top that.
Man,
boop, boop.
The one that I talked to you about doesn't seem that bad now. I mean,
let's hear it.
All right. Well, penis tats. I would never take one seriously, but if I did, I would do like a Mad magazine effect to it.
Oh, the Mad TV magazine, like the back of that.
Yeah. You fold it up and it's something else. Yeah. So when it was folded, aka flaccid, it would be like, I don't know, like a frowny face or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, when I get a baby's arm, that thing turns into, I don't know, like
got a little kickstand over there.
Yeah, the Last Supper.
Oh my God. So it evolves into the Last Supper as you grow, we'll say.
Because who's not going to want to see that? Come on.
I think that's a masterpiece on its own.
A very detailed.
What a great tattoo artist to have. I'll let you continue, though.
Well, he's got a lot of work,
So why would you get a ticket to hell for that, other than it being on your dick?
Well, imagine going around to all these church girls and being like, hey, you want to see a beautiful mural of the chosen one? I got this. Oh, no. And then, you give them a piece of the Last Supper. And, they're sitting there like, oh, God, 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 oh, God. And you're like, that's right.
That's right.
Ticket to hell.
Ticket to hell. That was great. That was good. Hey, actually, if you guys come up with any tickets to hell on your own,
I would love to hear them.
Put it in the comments below. Like your favorite ones so we could see them on the top. The three best ones that we think will get
free t-shirt.
Free t-shirt. We'll send you a t-shirt. All right? Challenge. Accept it, people. All right? On that note,
I think we got to cut it.
We are the proper goons.
Yeah.
And we're out. Peace.
Peace, fellow goons.